Alright, boys, welcome back to another video. Sorry if I sound a bit sick. I currently have a pretty bad chest infection, but I've not uploaded in quite a long time, so I have to get something out there. And yeah, I thought I'd make a Reddit update traffic guide, as recently people have been getting a lot of bans. Um, we haven't really had that many bans. Obviously, we've had quite a few, more than usual. And we've changed a couple of things slightly that stopped us from getting bans now. So yeah. So first of all, account setup. We run it on mobile. We create the accounts as well. If you do web, then we still create on mobile. Then we transfer it to a browser using an anti-tech browser with the same proxy. And like I said, we don't buy accounts or farm karma. Most people do this, and this is a big reason why people get banned, is because they buy accounts or they farm karma for quite a long time. And Reddit obviously knows that this is something that most people do. So they ban for that reason now, and they have for quite a while. So we don't do this. We just grow the account organically. So we warm up the account for 10 to 15 days. In the warm up, all we do is just scroll every day, upvote one to two times, comment like once per day, join a few SOW subreddits, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to add your link in bio or nothing like that. That's it. Once you're done with the warm up, we start posting, and we increase by one post per day until you reach 20 per day. Now you add the link in bio once you start your first post, and the link now needs to be different on every account, and no straight OF link. Use something like Linkboo. So before, you could use the same link on accounts and it wasn't an issue, or like a different tracking link at least. But now it's better not to do that, because that is the reason that you can get banned now quite easily. So yeah, just use something like a Linkboo, Linktree, stuff like that, and you'll be fine. And then yeah, obviously mobile data or proxy as well. We personally use proxy pretty much all the time, but if you want to have like a personal account on your own phone, then you can use mobile data. Next is pin post promoting OF link. Add that once you reach 20 posts per day. So this is literally just like a GIF with the OF link as well, just promoting the link. So if they go to your account, if they don't look at your bio, they're going to see the OF link at the top of your page. Now, the main thing, every account we run is niche specific. So, for example, one account can be ass, one can be feet, one can be boobs. Obviously you can do a lot more specific niches than that. That's an example. I think it's very important to niche specific accounts because, with Reddit, your goal is to sort of build a fan base of people that like that specific thing. If you post in a feet subreddit and they go to your page and they see something completely different because you're just posting random stuff, they might be less interested. But if all they see is the thing that they like, they might subscribe, might pay for a custom, might pay for videos, whatever. So yeah. Now before I move to the last thing I put here, I want to mention as well, I didn't write it down, but spoofing content is also very important to do. So spoofing images, you can use like a Telegram bot. Cleanly bot is good. And for videos, you can just use red gifs. Just make a new link for each video, and that counts as spoofing because it's a different link. And yeah, just make sure you do that for every time you want to use the same content. Make sure it's always spoofed, otherwise, or repurposed. Otherwise, there is a chance you can get banned as well. Alright, last thing. So the most important thing on Reddit is testing these content, captions, and subreddits. So, and niche as well. But the main mistake that people make with Reddit, if they go past the phase of being banned and they stop getting banned, and now they can actually, post on Reddit. If they don't see results, the main mistake that people make is that they don't test. Like every other week, you should be testing new things. So, what I mean by this is content, first of all. Content is probably the most important thing on Reddit. You can have bad subreddits, or like not the best subreddits, and average captions, but if you have good content, you can still perform well, right? So you need to always make sure you're testing new content, try to improve it, find ways of research other subreddits and see what performs well for other people, other models, and recreate similar content. And that way, you have a higher chance of actually performing well, whether you have bad subreddits or not, because you have good content. But other than that, captions, obviously, again, they're not as important as content, but captions can go a long way. The right caption can make a post go from 100 upvotes to 1,000 upvotes. It completely depends on the subreddit you're posting in as well. If it's related to boobs, you might want to make it more related to boobs. If it's related to feet, you might want to make it more related to feet. The captions that I like the most are the ones that are sort of engaging. So like a question or something that they're going to want to more reply to, right? So like, if you're posting a picture of boobs, you might want to say like, I heard people here like big boobs, and people can reply to that saying like, yes, we do, or yes, I do, stuff like that. Basically, it's more engaging, but people reply to it. And then obviously, last is subreddits. Again, it's not as important as content in my opinion, but subreddits are very important. If you have bad subreddits or maybe even saturated subreddits that are way too popular, you probably won't perform well, even with good content. You might not perform as good as you could. You gotta just keep testing, keep finding new stuff you can post in, new niches as well. Not every niche is gonna work good for your model. You might think feet, for example, could work well for your model, but maybe it turns out that feet is actually not good for your model, and you should do ass instead. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The main thing we changed in our warm up to stop getting banned is the links and how long the warm up is for. Sorry. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry if I sound a bit weird. But yeah, you guys want to join my Telegram? I'll leave a link in the description. You guys can DM me on Telegram as well. Any questions? I reply fastest and most often on Telegram. So yeah, see you guys later.